I'll just start off and answer any questions you may have.
Coach, just a week and a half in, I mean, it's kind of get to be a grind. I know you've been stressed to be physical, push through. How's that going? Just a mindset, mentality.
It's starting to grind, and this is where your mindset, this is where your mentality kicks in. And for the first time, I could feel the training camp legs out there, could feel it, could see it. And this is where, as a mentally tough football team, this is where you have to fight through it. This is where you have to find the extra treatments. This is where you have to be disciplined in your habits and your sleep, and this is where you mature. This is where you grow up, and this is what you find out about what's inside of you, fighting through the pains, the aches associated with training camp. A lot of them are fighting through it. Some of them have to work on that. But today, we kind of changed the schedule on the fly when I got out there because I just could kind of sense it, so I wanted to put our team in some competitive situations to kind of get them going right away.
How much were you trying to have them feed off of your energy today, Butch? You seem particularly, and you're always animated, but you seem particularly so today.
Well, everything is about energy, and it starts with me, it starts with the coaches, it starts with our leaders, and you have to get excited. Practice is like recess. It's controlled chaos. You get to have recess. You know, you go around, and what do you love to do? You love to play ball at recess. I mean, that's, again, you have to keep in perspective. You know, you work so hard for the opportunity to play football, and every opportunity to get better is critical. So it's all about energy and that mindset. And again, we're teaching a lot of young players about the mental approach each and every day and not hitting that wall. That wall is an imaginary wall, and you have to fight through it each and every day.
Early in some of the goal line work, I think maybe the first snap, Worley checked all the way down to Jonathan Johnson. How much did you need to see one of your quarterbacks make a decision like that?
Well, again, going through your progressions, and there's a clock in your head as a quarterback, and also understanding situational football and areas on the field, and that was great to see. And again, I see Justin continually gaining confidence, practice in and practice out.
Looks like Jonathan and Ryan Jenkins made a couple plays early in what we could see. How is their development coming along? I know you guys like to play a lot of receivers. How important is their development?
Well, their development is very important, and we do not have a lot of depth at the receiver position yet. We need to continue to address that in the recruiting process. But Ryan Jenkins, you know, we pick our spots with his health. And Jonathan Johnson, the best compliment I can give him, and you guys probably know what I'm going to say, is his consistency. He brings it every day. He's worked himself into being a good football player. We call him the two-star. And again, it's a great illustration. Stars don't mean anything. He's got a drive to be great. He's got that inner drive. He works every day, doesn't say two words, shows up to work every day and makes plays for us. And again, he takes coaching. Coach Z tells him one thing, and that's it. You never have to repeat. He never makes the same mistakes twice. So been very, very happy with Jonathan. You guys kind of got a treat. You like when we changed the schedule up.
It looked like your offense had some rhythm. How much better, since maybe the scrimmage on Saturday morning, is that rhythm developing in the past game?
Well, the rhythm is developing, and it started to develop in the scrimmage. And when we walked off the field, when I said we gained confidence, that's basically what I was alluding to, is you can see some rhythm, but it's not there consistently yet. Our centers have to take a major step moving forward. Our accuracy with our shotgun snaps, and when you're in the shotgun, the snap sets the temperament for the entire play. Run game, play action game, drop back. You know, all of a sudden it takes a snap 6 inches to the left or to the right or down, and the quarterback takes his eyes off his progression. It screws the rhythm and timing of the throw game up. That's probably right now my biggest concern, is just the overall accuracy of the center position in terms of snapping.
Is that why you were playing Pat Purvis in there?
We're trying to get as many reps. We're very, very limited up front in the offensive line, so if you notice, each day we have a different lineup, a multitude of players playing different positions, because, again, when you don't have a lot of depth, we're going to ask some individuals, again, to play a lot of positions. I keep talking about it. The one individual who continues to shine each and every day, who's doing an exceptional job, is Jason Robertson. Again, the move over from defense to the offense has been big for us. He plays at pad level. He's very, very instinctive, and he's very, very intelligent, and he's tough. And I know our defense wants him back as well, but he's doing a great job for us in the offensive line right now.
Were you surprised at how mentally and
I am.
It seems like a pretty easy transition.
It has been a smooth transition for him, but when we recruited him, that's what we knew he had value on both sides of the ball. He had value in the defensive line, and he also brought value to the offensive line. And that's what we like is multiple position players in recruiting. And he has great knee bend. He plays with pad level. He understands leverage. He was a wrestler, and he uses his hands exceptionally well.
You still feel good about your tight ends a week and a half in camp?
I do. They're continuing to develop. They're still youngsters. The other thing lost in this with as many youngsters as we have playing is their overall and continued growth in the weight room. We still have to get bigger and stronger. So it's a balancing act again of practicing, but also getting an extra 10, 15 minutes in the weight room as soon as you walk off the practice field. But the tight end position is very, very competitive. We've helped ourselves in recruiting. We're still not there yet. But again, there's a competitive flavor in that room each and every day, from meetings to walkthroughs to the practice
How
field.
much difference is there between last year and this year?
Night and day. Night and day, no comparison.
Coach Dillon was a guy that everybody obviously had, anticipating to see what he would do. Seems like he got it off to a fast start. Has that continued as you get into what you call a grind now?
Dylan Bates?
Dylan Bates.
Yes, we've thrown a lot at Dylan. And that's the thing, again, with these freshmen, that we have to step back. And it starts with myself, is keeping things in perspective. These individuals, a lot of them just got here in June. And Dylan Bates is one of those. And we put a lot on this table, not just playing linebacker, but also every special teams. And that's a cumulative effect. Then your technique, the fundamentals, the details, situational football, and their heads are going. And Dylan's one of those individuals that there's a lot going on. The processing of information, your mind is like a computer, and you download the information all the time, and how fast. It's stimulus, response, and you just have to do it over and over and over again. And Dylan Bates is going to be a very, very good football player for us, and we need him to continue to mature this season, but very, very pleased with him. He just has a great demeanor. It stems with his mother and their father. Everything is the way he's been raised, been brought up in a tough environment, a loving environment, and I can't say enough about him.
With him, with Jalen Reeves-Maybin, with Weather, that position seems like it's just really looks like an SEC linebacking group.
Yeah, but we have a long way to go. Chris Weathered has his own separate package, but overall, that's one of the things we have to continue to improve in recruiting is a linebacker position here. It's nowhere where we need to be from depth, from a competitive standpoint, and a lot of your special teams game comes from the linebacker spot. Big bodies, big bodies that can run and hit, and that's a position that we need to continue to upgrade in recruiting. I like our class that we brought in. I like the way A.J. Johnson is leading. He's been extremely competitive. I like the progress that Jalen Reeves-Maybin is making. Elliott Berry is another individual. As you guys know, I'm on him every single snap. Why? Because we need his development. We're trying to jump the learning curve as fast as we can to get this football team game ready in a hurry.
AJ, I know you don't have a whole lot of upperclassmen, but other than upperclassmen, who stood out in terms of leadership?
Well, you just mentioned A.J., and then the other one is Jalen Reeves-Maybin. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now. He's communicating better, and so much is communicating. And we saw that we played a lot of young players today, a lot of first-year players today, and a lot of team situations and a lot of mistakes. And a lot of that was just based off of the communicative aspect. We have to learn how to communicate. It's a command presence. And we're going to play in environments that you can't hear, so it's hand signals, it's body language, it's body demeanor. And so those are things that we're working on. So every day you walk out on the practice field, you have a checklist, mentally and physically, the requirements of practice, the goals of practice, and the things that you must get accomplished walking off that practice field.
Even as a sophomore, he's kind of become a team leader.
He has, and again, he played safety before, and he was a special teams performer last year. So again, we're putting a lot on his plate as well.
You said last week coming out the scrimmage, this week would be big for guys like Todd Kelly Jr. or Desmond Galvin had to miss the scrimmage.
Yeah.
What have you seen out of them through a couple of days?
Boy, I've been really excited about TK. TK has that competitiveness that you look for. He wants to be on all special teams, and he's making plays for us. And TK's an individual that's continuing to get better and better and better. So I'm really excited about him. Cortez McDowell had been slowed by injury. He's been back now this week, and it's been great to see him out on the practice field. He brings another element to the safety position. Big, strong, physical, very, very smart. So it's really been beneficial to have TK and Cortez back this week for practice.
You mentioned picking your spots with Ryan Jenkins' health. How far is he from being where you need him to be, and how limited has he been recently?
He still has a long way to go, but I see progress. I see strides being made. And here's the one thing about Ryan Jenkins. He's in the building all day, all night. You know, you heard Pig talk about live it, love it, like it. He lives it every day. He's a football junkie. He watches every single film, every video clip of practice, whether it's individual, team situations, situational football. And so he wants to be great. He has that inner drive. And that right now is pushing him. Now it's him again taking care of his body each and every day.
Does that come from being here for a year and not playing any football? I mean, just being in the building all the time?
Yeah, but it's a passion. Football is his passion. He loves studying football. He loves being around football. And that is contagious because, like last night, he takes Josh Malone under his wing. And I walk in the building, and it's late at night, and those two are studying practice. And again, that's how you grow and develop as a football program. And Ryan's been here for a year. But again, it's the type of people, that's the culture that you need to get this program turned around. You win with people, you win with a culture, and you win with an environment.
You talk about his growth. I remember you telling the story last year about, you know, you made them all take pencils and stuff and do orientation or whatever, and you held Ryan Jenkins accountable for stuff he did and hold Josh Dobbs accountable.
Yeah.
How much have you seen that growth just from that to this?
I've seen an inordinate amount of growth from all the players. You know, again, the culture's in place. You walk into a team meeting room, there hasn't been one player late for one meeting. They've been there 10 to 15 minutes early. A great illustration of this football team was yesterday. We had the early two-a-day, and the training room opened up at 6 o'clock, first night in a hotel, and we had 25 people waiting in the lobby at 5:45 a.m. to get over here and get treatments. That's a small victory. And again, we're going to change and adapt and adjust the schedule because that's a lot to ask of them. That was a long day. But not one kid complained. They were there, and they were ready to go. Now we have to continue to grow in our toughness, in our demeanor, and just our overall fundamentals as a football team. And I've said it, again, those are the things we can control. But everyone better understand there's going to be growing pains with this football team. It is what it is. But it's going to be exciting to watch because that's an illustration of the type of people that we have in our football program right now.
Thanks, guys, very much.
Thank you.